Hi everyone, welcome to Art, and today I'm going to show you how to make some salt dough. Now salt dough is a really fun, easy dough that you can make with items that you probably already have in your pantry at home. All you really need is some salt and some flour. You mix together 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, and 1 cup of water. And the creation ends up being a fantastic dough that you can work with. So while we don't have earth and clay, even if you don't have Play-Doh, you can make yourself some really fun dough. You can build it into different things, and you can even bake it to make it hard so it will last for a long time. Let's check it out, and I'll show you how. So the first thing you want to do is gather your materials. You're going to need flour, salt, 1 cup of water. You'll need a big bowl that you can mix everything in. And you're going to need a measuring cup for 1 cup. You could also use a half cup and use it 2 times to equal 1 cup. I'll let you work with your adults to figure that out. So I'm going to open up my flour, and any type of flour will work. You can use all-purpose or self-rising. It'll be totally fine to use either option. And you're going to scoop out 2 cups of flour and add that to your bowl. So you can see I'm just mixing that in now. You want to make sure you really get a nice full cup of flour. Now I wouldn't put the flour away. I would keep the flour close by because you might end up needing a little extra later on. So there I've got 2 cups of flour in my bowl. Now I'm going to get salt. Open up my salt container, and I'm going to add 1 full cup of salt to my bowl. Just regular table salt. I'm just going to pour that in the measuring cup, fill it all the way to the top. And then I will add that to the flour. All right. Now I'm going to pour in 1 cup of water. And here's the really fun part. I'm going to mix it together. Now, if you have a little brother or sister, you might want to invite them to join you in this because it's really fun sensory play. And sometimes when I was mixing it, I thought, is this going to work? But you just have to keep mixing, and it does. It turns into a really nice dough that you can use just like Play-Doh. The thing that I love about salt dough is that you can actually bake it and it will harden. And if you're interested in that, I've included some information in my presentation for you today that gives you some guided directions. I recommend baking your clay with the help of an adult. You would have to have an adult help you with it. And you can tell the adult that we need to bake it at 250 degrees. And you really have to monitor your dough very carefully as you're baking it. But if you bake it for about 90 minutes, it should cause all of the moisture to evaporate, and it will harden your clay and preserve what you've created. Now, if you make something thicker, it's going to take longer to bake. So you might end up needing to bake it for another 30 minutes or so. So it really just depends on what you're making, and that's why I'd like for you to review the articles in today's lesson if you're interested in that. So here you see, there's my dough. It's easy to roll up into a ball. And we're going to make some really fun things with it in art class together. Once you've created your salt dough, you can roll it, you can knead it, you can make coils out of it, and you can really form it into all different types of shapes. If it feels a little bit moist to you, you can sprinkle in a little extra flour, and that will help take away a little bit of the stickiness or moistness if it feels like it's a little too sticky. So you can see just a little bit of flour can help. Now, once you're done playing with your salt dough, if you create something that you would like to keep, you can actually put it in the oven and bake it. And I'm going to include a little article that has some instructions. I recommend baking it with your adult's help at 250 degrees for about at least an hour and a half. And then it will last for a long time. If you want to reuse your salt dough another day, you can take some plastic wrap and you can wrap up your salt dough in a piece of plastic wrap, just like this. Just wrap it up so it's airtight, and then place it in an airtight container for up to 5 days in the refrigerator. So you would just put it in some plastic wrap, stick it in the container, and put it in your refrigerator. And then you can pull it out within 5 days and use it again. After 5 days, I'd make some new dough. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and now I'm going to let you get to it.